Absolute degeneracy at higher education. A university professor will be teaching a porn studies class. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious. And today, on twitter.com, Madita Oiming. I don't know. It's official. I will teach a hashtag porn studies class at FU Berlin. What a name. This fall, I can't wait to meet new students with new ideas and introduce them to the wondrous world of porn. Hey, that kinda seems inappropriate. Hands up. Jazz hands? Is that what it means? Thanks for having me. At JFK Institute Fub. Now, monetization on my channel is completely disabled. I am 100% viewer funded. If you want to support me, join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. Links are in the description. Sharing the video also helps because websites are no longer promoting red-pilled content. So, let's read this girl's description. Public porn scholar. I don't want to overuse the horn, but Jesus. Sex work inclusive feminist. University teacher, writing PhD on porn addiction as a moral panic. Venting via Vice Germany. She/her. What a loser. Woke professor. She's a woke professor. She's a porn scholar. She's a feminist. She's writing a PhD on porn addiction as a moral panic. It's not a moral panic. It's a problem. It's a medical problem, okay? It's one thing to consume pornographic material. It's an entirely other thing to be addicted to it. Addiction in any form is not healthy. This is ridiculous. Oh, addiction's just a moral panic. Maybe it is a moral panic, but maybe it's a necessary one. Addictions are not good for you. So this girl's woke. She's a professor, and she's teaching a porn studies class. It doesn't get any more clowny than that. So let's take a look at her little class description. Here it says, Advanced Seminar. Advanced. Okay, pornography is empathetically part of American culture, claims Linda Williams, U.S. film scholar and founding mother of the field of porn studies. Indeed, there is no other country that produces and consumes as much pornographic material as the United States. At the same time, however, America had a troubled history with porn, full of obscenity trials, censorship movements, and moral panics. In this class, we will explore this complicated love-hate relationship torn between Puritanism on the one and freedom of speech on the other hand. In so doing, our aim is to move beyond a moral judgment of pornography and towards a better analytical understanding of its history, aesthetics, production, consumption, and central function. Through critical readings and selected scenes, my horn's gonna break at this rate. They're gonna watch porn in class. You know what? Sign me up. Sign me up. I'll take this class. Yeah. This really. Is this real life? Is this really 2019? Are you sure the world didn't end in 2012? We will go back to the golden age of porn in the 1970s and then follow porn's evolution as a medium and as an industry into the digital age to connect with contemporary, local, and international porn scene and literally move beyond the ivory tower. We will visit events at Yes Feminist Porn Award. There's nothing about porn that's feminist, you brainless. And the Berlin Porn Film Festival. A note of content. Please be aware that we will look at sexually explicit material. If you think you are unable to engage with such media in a respectful and scholarly manner, this might not be the course for you. Oh, I can engage with it in a respectful and scholarly manner. Oh boy, you bet I can. Might get a little messy. So, obviously, this is an absolute joke. Not that it's a fake story, it's a real story. It's a joke that this exists. So down below in the replies, I say as much. Here I say, higher education is a fucking joke. Gatling replies, fucking joke. I see what you did there. Fresh Gecko says, right up there, with surf studies and women's studies as a way to piss 3 years of your life up the wall. Mums and dads are going to be so proud and willing to pay off the debt. If my child chose this, then I'd beat them with their own shoes. Hashtag student life, hashtag not education. I completely agree. Someone posts Clown Pepe in the replies, honking his little horn. 5CO RP10 says, how long until they are teaching this in elementary school? Robin Martin says, preparing them for new Germans. Dino Sand says, state-funded thoughts, LMAO. Oh man, this is taxpayer money? Wow. Dudes. Okay, I'm sorry, Berlin. If you're paying taxes to fund this crap, that's just sad. Laurie Hendry says, anyone else notice that liberals are obsessed with sex and perversion and perverting our children? Good point. Now, what's even more bizarre than the story itself is what she said in response to the criticism against her. I'm going to show you that right now. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but the level of outright anti-Semitism in response to my hashtag porn studies class blows my mind. These are just a few screenshots of many more, and it's scary as fuck to see this kind of ignorance spelled out so shamelessly. Criticism. So people had a few comments. The porn industry is owned by Jews. This is the most Jewish thing I've ever seen. Are you Jewish? Yeah, she's gotta be. Now, here's the thing. There are actually a lot of Jews in the porn industry, and most of it's trash, honestly. I hate the vast majority of pornographic material that's produced. And here's another thing. The vast majority of interracial material is also produced by Jewish people. It's very interesting because the Jewish people never seem to produce Jewish pornography. It's very rare. I'm not even sure if it happens at all. So it arises some questions in your mind. Why do they love this stuff so much? Why do they push it so much? Why do they push specific material so much? I think it's a fair question. So anti-Semitism is not asking someone if they're Jewish. It's a legitimate question. And she never answered that question, so I'm going to assume that it's true. It's just a question. Are you Jewish? Are you Islamic? Are you a Christian? Are you white? Are you black? Are you Asian? Why doesn't she answer the question? So this is clearly virtue signaling and playing the victim. She's not a victim. She was laughed at and criticized for a stupid class that shouldn't even exist. It's pathetic. Taxpayer dollars pay for this. Trushan Berry replies, LOL. He then replies, I'm very sorry. You have to hear your destructive nature being pointed out. Savage. So here, Boo 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 Ricious, or whatever the hell that name is, says, if you're upsetting the Nazis, you're doing the right thing. Winky face. Oh, really? So if, first of all, nobody's a Nazi. That's a lie. Second of all, just because you're pissing off someone doesn't mean you're doing the right thing. Okay. I honestly find that to be very stupid logic. So Doc Yakul here has an opinion that I do not agree with, but I will read it for the sake of posterity. He says, pornography should be illegal. It does nothing but corrupt innocent youthful minds and ruin relationships/marriages. And it is also well known that Jews are disproportionately involved in managing pornography companies. So, the latter is true. I don't agree with the first. Nothing should be illegal. It's a matter of free expression. But I do find it very interesting that so many of the managers are Jewish people. Boo Boo says, been reporting them for a good 30 minutes now. It's likely to take Twitter a week or so to react. Leftism cannot exist without moderation. In a true free speech zone, these people would be destroyed with facts and logic. So pathetic. Just silence those that you disagree with. They'll come back. You can't truly silence people. They will find a way to come back. Jane Van Every says, LMAO. Good luck with that. People can just make new accounts, by the way. Boo Boo replies, which I then report to Twitter, and so the cycle continues. Jan Van Every says, you should make a more productive use of your time. Why don't you try asking a cute girl on a date or something? It's not healthy to be so emotionally invested in Twitter. Eric Sparkle says, I'm so sorry. The white nationalists are vomiting in your direction. I've lost count of how many times I've been asked if I'm Jewish because of my degenerate sexual attitudes. If they hate you, you know you're doing something right. Solidarity. What kind of degeneracy is that guy promoting, I wonder? That's probably a whole other rabbit hole. People keep telling her she's doing important work. She's not. She's doing degenerate waste of time. It's a waste of time. Now, there's a comment here that brings up a really good point. It seems like Jewish people take being called Jewish as an insult. Why would that be? Did they do anything wrong? Is there something going on? Why would they react so negatively to being called Jewish? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Christians don't mind being called Christian. Muslims don't mind being called Muslim. Why is it that these people call being correctly named as anti-Semitism? It makes no sense. I'll leave that up to your imagination. Anyways, it's quite clear. This porn studies class is stupid and degenerate and a waste of taxpayer dollars. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this porn studies class? Do you think this woke professor's in the right? Do you think she's a victim? Maybe she's in the wrong. Maybe people are just criticizing what she's doing. Be sure to let me know what you think. As a reminder, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar for as low as $1. Doing so will give you access to Fight Club, a private Discord server. There's also PayPal and Bitcoin options. If you want a physical product, check out my affiliate link. And sharing my videos always helps. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.